Hi, my name is Lee Brenes, and I'm the Executive Director of Spa City Theatre and Saratoga Children's Theatre.
And I'm Noah Kasner, a staff member and the curator of the Spa City Radio Hour Cabaret Series. Welcome to our third installment, Musicals Through the Ages. This free concert showcases songs from some of our favorite shows of the last 50 years as we await the return of the theater industry. The COVID-19 pandemic has been devastating to so many, and the performing arts are no exception.
As an art form that relies on gathering in groups both to perform and to witness, it's fairly certain that theater won't be able to happen in the same capacity that we are used to until a vaccine is not only discovered, but also widely distributed. We at SCT have been working extremely diligently to continue to provide an arts education for our students, as well as exploring new ways to create content for you all, in hopes that we can provide just a little bit of entertainment during these strange times.
However, this time has also resulted in extreme financial hardship for the company. We were forced to cancel our summer season, and without that income, we are at risk of having to close our doors forever. So if you can spare even a small donation to help keep us operating, we genuinely appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts, and there is a button to do so in the link right below.
Now, with all that being said, we hope that you enjoy
Musicals Through the Ages.
We start to look at one another short of breath, walking proudly in our winter coats, wearing smells from laboratories, facing a dying nation of moving paper fantasies, listening for the new told lies with supreme visions of lonely tunes. Somewhere inside something there is a rush of greatness. Who knows what stands in front of our lives? I fashion my future on films in space. Silence tells me secretly everything. England, across the Atlantic Sea, and I am a genius. I believe in God, and I believe if God believes in Claude. That's me. That's me. That's me.
Walking proudly in our
me a glass.
Summer loving happened so fast.
I met a girl crazy for me.
Met a boy, cute as can be.
Summer days drifting away to those summer nights.
Oh well. Tell me more, did you get very far?
Tell me more, like does he have a car?
She's a mine, she got a gram.
He reminded me, got my Sudan.
I saved her life, she nearly drowned.
He showed off, splashing around.
Summer
Sun, something's begun, but all those summer nights. Tell me more, was it love at first sight?
Tell me more, did she put up a fight?
took her bowling in the arcade.
We went strolling, drank lemonade.
We made out under a dock.
We stayed out till 10 o'clock. Summer fling don't mean a thing, but all those summer nights.
Whoa. Tell me more, but you don't gotta brag.
Tell me more, cause you sound like a drag.
Shoot up,
He got friendly, holding my hand.
Well, she got friendly down in the sand.
He was sweet, just turned 18.
Well, she was good, you know what I mean.
Summer heat, boy and girl meet, but all those summer nights. Tell me more, how much dough did he spend?
Tell me more, can she get me a friend?
It turned colder, that's where it ends.
So I told her we'd still be friends.
Then we made our true love vow.
Wonder what she's doing now. Summer dreams ripped at the seams, but those summer
Daddy always thought that he'd marry beneath him. That's what he said, that's what he said. When he proposed, he informed my mother he was probably her very last chance. And though she was 22, though she was 22, though she was 22, she married him. Life with my dad wasn't ever a picnic, more like a come as you are. When I was 5, I remember my mother dug earrings out of the car. I knew they weren't hers, but it wasn't something you want to discuss. He wasn't warm. Well, not to her. Well, not to us. But everything was beautiful at the ballet. Graceful men lift lovely girls in white. Yes, everything was beautiful at the ballet. I was happy at the ballet. That's when I started class. Up a steep and very narrow stairway to the voice like a metronome. Up a steep and very narrow stairway wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise, but it was home. Mother always said I'd be very attractive when I grew up. Different, she said, with a special something and a very, very personal flair. And though I was 8 or 9, I hated her. Now, different is nice, but it sure isn't pretty. Pretty is what it's about. I never met anyone who was different who couldn't figure that out. So beautiful, I'd never live to see. But it was clear, if not to her, well then to me. Everyone is beautiful at the ballet. Every prince has got to have his swan. Yes, everyone is beautiful at the ballet. I was pretty at the ballet. Up a steep and very narrow stairway to the voice like a metronome. Up a steep and very narrow stairway. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise, but it was home. I don't know what they're for or against, really, except each other. I mean, I was born to save their marriage, but when my father came to pick my mother up from the hospital, he said, well, I thought this was gonna help, but I guess it's not. Anyways, I did have a fantastic fantasy life. I used to dance around the living room with my arms up, like this. My fantasy was that I was an Indian chief. He'd say to me, Maggie, do you want to dance? And I'd say, Daddy, I would love to dance. But it was clear when he proposed that I was born to help their marriage end well. That's what he said. That's what she said. I used to dance around the living room. He wasn't born, not to her. It was an Indian chief, and he'd say, Maggie, do you want to dance? And I'd say, Daddy, I would love
the storm simply rests to strike again. Standing, waiting, I think of her. I think of
Strange,
her.
this Mary, she leaves the room, yet remains. She lingers on. Something stirs me to think of her. I think of her.
From death she casts her spell. All night we hear her sighs. And now a girl has come who has her eyes. She has her eyes. The girl has Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that saw him happy long ago. Those eyes that gave him life and hope he'd never known. How can he see the girl and miss those hazel eyes?
The girl has Lily's hazel eyes, those eyes that closed and left me all alone. The eyes I feel will never ever let me go. How can I see this girl who has her hazel eyes? In Lily's eyes a castle this house seemed to be, and I her bravest knight became. My lady fair was she.
She has her eyes, she has my Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that loved my brother, never me. Those eyes that never saw me, never knew I longed to hold her close, to live at last in Lily's eyes.
Imagine me a lover.
I longed for the day she'd turn and see me standing there. Would God had let her stay. She has her eyes. She has Lily's hazel eyes.
Those eyes that saw me,
those eyes that closed and left me. How can I now forget that once I dared to be in love, alive and whole, in Lily's eyes, in Lily's eyes.
A new world calls across the ocean. A new world calls across the sky. A new world whispers in the shadows. Time to fly. Time to fly.
It's about one moment, the moment before it all becomes clear. In that one moment, you start to believe there's nothing to fear. It's about 1 second. And just when you're on the verge of success, the sky starts to change and the wind starts to blow. And oh, you're suddenly a stranger. There's no explaining where you stand. And you didn't know that you sometimes have to go round an unexpected bend, and the road will end in a new world.
New world calls for me to fly.
It's about one moment. That moment you think you know where you stand, but in that one moment, the things that you're sure of slip from your hand. You've got 1 second to try to be clear, to try to stand tall, but nothing's the same. And the wind starts to blow, and oh, you're suddenly a stranger in some completely different land. And you thought you knew, but you didn't have a clue that the surface sometimes cracks to reveal the tracks to a new world.
You've got a house in the hills.
You have a job on the coast.
You find a lover you're sure you believe in.
You get a pull in the back.
You get a part of the night.
But then the earthquake hits.
And the bank closes in.
And you realize you didn't know anything.
Nobody told you the best way to steer when the wind starts to blow. And though you're suddenly a stranger,
All of a sudden your
life is different than you planned.
And you have to stay till you somehow find a way
To be sure of what will be, then you might be free.
Charging through the thunder, a new world charging through the air,
A new world just beyond the mountain, waiting there, waiting there. A new world shattering the silence. There's a new world I'm afraid to see. A new world louder every moment. Come to me, come to me.
like a fish plucked from the ocean, tossed into a foreign stream. Always knew that I was different, often fled into a dream. I ignored the raging currents, up against the tide I swam, but I floated with the question, who will love me as I am? Like an odd, exotic creature on display inside a zoo, hearing children asking questions makes me ask some questions too. Could we bend the laws of nature? Could a lion love a lamb? Who could see beyond this surface? Who will love me as I am? Who will ever call to say I love you? Send me flowers or a telegram? Who will proudly stand beside me? Who will love me as I am?
They say it's a man's world, well that cannot be denied. But what good's a man's world without a woman by his side? And so I will wait until the moment you decide that I'm your man and you're my girl, that I'm the sea and you're the pearl. It takes two, baby, it takes two. A king ain't a king without the power behind the throne. A prince is a pauper, babe, without a chick to call his own. So please, darling, choose me, I don't wanna rule alone. Tell me I'm your king and you're my queen, that no one else can come between. It takes two, baby, it takes two. Don't you know Lancelot had Guinevere, Mrs. Claus has old Saint Nick, Romeo had Juliet, and Liz, well, she has her dick. They say it takes two to tango, well, that tango's child's play. So take me to the dance floor and we'll twist the night away. Just like Frankie Avalon had his favorite Mouseketeers. Oh, I dream of a lover, babe, to say the things I long to hear. So come closer, baby, oh, and whisper in my ear. Tell me I'm your boy and you're my girl, that I'm the sea and you're the pearl, that I'm the sand and you're the tide. I'll be your groom if you'll be my bride. It takes two, baby, it takes two. It takes two, baby. It takes two.
Some things in life are bad, they can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. For life is quite absurd, and death's the final word. You must always face the curtain with a bow. Forget about your sin, give the audience a grin. Enjoy it, it's your last chance anyhow. Always look on the bright side of death. Just before you draw your terminal breath. Life's a piece of shit when you look at it. Life's a laugh and that's the joke, it's true. You'll see it's all a show, keep them laughing as you go. Just remember that the last laugh is on you. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side.
look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Side of life. Side of life.
If I go to Washington, will I be on my own? Because if I go to Washington, who will be my chaperone? We always knew you were a winner. We saw it when you smiled. Start from the beginning when you were a beginner. You were the perfect child. We always knew you were a champion. Your sadness filled our room. Dear, if you should feel our gloom, blame it on me. Blame it on your daddy and mamily, 'cause depression runs in our family. I love you. I love you. I love everything about you, dear. And I swear it's true. I love you.
I love you.
And my dad says,
I love you. I love everything about you, baby. Maybe it's true. I love you.
I wrote you a letter, how I found the spelling bee such fun. Mama, 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 but you didn't react. And you never asked me if I'd join you in the Bombay sun. Mama, 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 I had quietly packed. When are you returning? I know we agreed. Tell me what you're learning. Ma, I have, oh God, this need. I think Dad is angry, Ma, and I do not know what to do. Mama, 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 Shanti, Shanti, and Om. I think he takes out on me what he wants to take out on you. Mama, 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 how I wish you were home. How I wish you were home. How I wish you were ICAL. Highly unrealistic, wildly fanciful. I love you.
I guess I'd be a hero with sword and armor clashing, looking semi-dashing, a shield within my grip. Or else I'd be a Viking and live a life of daring while smelling like a herring upon a Viking ship. I'd sail away, I'd see the world and reach the farthest reaches. I'd feel the wind, I'd taste the salt and sea, and maybe storm some beaches. That's who I'd be. That's who I'd be. Or I would be a poet and write a different story, one that tells of glory and wipes away the lies. Into the skies I'd throw it, the stars would do the telling. The moon would help with spelling, and night would dot the I's. I'd write a verse, recite a joke, with wit and perfect timing. I'd share my heart, confess the things I earn, and do it all while rhyming. But we all learn, but we all learn. An ogre always hides, an ogre's fate is known. An ogre always stays in the dark and all alone. So yes, I'd be a hero, and if my wish were granted, life would be enchanted, or so the stories say. Of course I'd be a hero, and I would scale a tower to save a hothouse flower and carry her away. But standing guard would be a beast, I'd somehow overwhelm it. I'd get the girl, I'd take a breath, and I'd remove my helmet. We'd stand and stare, we'd speak of love, we'd feel the stars ascending. We'd share a kiss, I'd find my destiny. I'd have a hero's ending, a perfect happy ending. That's how it would be. A big, bright, beautiful world, but not for me.
An ogre always hides, an ogre's fate is known.
An ogre always stays in the dark. You're all alone. So yes, I'd be a hero, and if my wish were granted, life would be enchanted, or so the stories say. Of course I'd be a hero, and I would scale a tower to save a hothouse flower and carry her away. A perfect happy ending, that's how it should be.
Where can I go now? Not to the club, not to pay calls. Mankind seems so
pitiful, so poor, compared to that softened, grateful last glance she gave me through her tears. It was clear and cold above the dirty streets, above the black roofs, stretched the dark starry sky. This vast firmament open to my eyes, wet with tears. And there in the middle, above precious Tennessee Boulevard, surrounded and sprinkled on all sides by stars, shines the great comet of 1812, the brilliant comet of 1812. The comet said to portend untold horrors at the end of the world. But for me, the comet brings no fear, no eye gaze joyfully. And this bright star, having traced its parabola with inexpressible speed through immeasurable space, seemed suddenly to have stopped, like an arrow piercing the earth. Stopped for me. It seemed to me that this comet feels my softened and uplifted soul.